Christmas, everyone. This is Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall. I hope everyone has been having a wonderful Christmas day. I am actually recording this on December 22nd, so I hope I'm having a good Christmas day to my future self. But yeah, this year's Christmas video is going to be like how it's been before. We're going to take a look at some of my favorite vintage computers that I've gotten this past year, and to be quite frank with you, a lot of these are probably going to be gateways. Thanks to that huge haul that I had back in February from Tennessee. So yeah, we'll probably be seeing, we'll definitely be seeing the Gateway Destination again for the second time in 2 days, but it's just something I like talking about. So anyway, let's get on with the video. Okay, first video we're going to look at on this Christmas morn. Even though it's actually dark outside, I'm recording this at nighttime, forgive me. Is this lovely Gateway 2000 Destination given to me back in February. I did a whole video about this computer yesterday, so if you want a more in-depth video, you can check out yesterday's video. I'll just go through a few basics of this computer. This was one of the early solutions to the home theater PC. This one's from 1998, though there were destinations from 1996, as early as that. Has a Pentium 2 233, 64 megs of RAM, and running Windows 98. And as soon as you turn it on, it loads the destination software, which controls all the TV functions. As we saw in my video yesterday, you can even play Sega Genesis on it. Now, this originally came with a enormous 30-some inch CRT television when it was new, with VGA input on it. But I do not have that, because they are very hard to find and very, very big. I don't have the room for it. So that's why we're using this boring Dell monitor, this LCD monitor. And this, as I forgot to mention, has a Ensoniq-based sound card in it, meaning that ad-lib emulation is not going to be good. For instance, we got Sky Roads, which doesn't even work because the input timing is wrong. Because apparently this video card is weird. The Sky Roads should not sound like that. This is why when my aunt got her Gateway 2000 back in 1995, which came with a Ensoniq Soundscape, she swapped that thing out for a Sound Blaster 16. I'm glad she did. Oh. Hanging note. Hanging note. Yeah. Yeah, this is not a good sound card, but because all the TV components are wired into it and it's kind of proprietary, we're stuck with it. So yeah, that's the Gateway 2000 Destination. If you want a more in-depth video of it, just check out yesterday's video. And on to the next one. that's better. Alright, next computer I got this year that I'd like to demonstrate is the Tandy 1000 SX, given to me by YouTuber LGR back in July. And this is probably, if you had to ask me, my favorite computer from the 1980s. These Tandy PC compatibles, the 1000 series, basically are just some of the coolest computers they had back then, with the Tandy sound, the Tandy graphics. Tandy just took the IBM PC compatible and just added a little bit of magic to it, and I think that's really cool. So, and that's the sound of everything in my room falling because of a falling box. Okay, I got my DOS 3.3 disk. We'll put that in the A drive. Lock it into place. Oh yeah, and turn the TV on. I unfortunately still don't have an era-appropriate monitor for this computer. Some chunky sounding floppy drives, I love it. And that date's okay. Alright, let's try out the Sierra Christmas card. Been saving this just for this video. B drive. I believe we just run Xmas. Oh no. Don't tell me the disc went bad. These are discs I've had since my original 1000 SX back in 2016 or so. Glad I kept them. Merry Christmas from Sierra Online. You may enter a message that will scroll on this screen. Okay. Merry Christmas from the Nostalgia Mall. I guess it just goes on repeat. Yes, I would like to quit. And there you go. That's a quick little demonstration of the Tandy 1000 SX. I did a more in-depth video of it back in September for Septandy, if you want to check that out. My goals for 2025 for this computer, well, I want to definitely get it cleaned up. It's a little bit grungy looking at the moment. And I would especially love to get a XT IDE card in here so I can get software in and out of this thing a lot easier. So, yep, that's the Tandy 1000 SX. Okay, now we're in the living room. Just want to show off my Christmas decorations real quick. That's a new addition this year. The reason we're in the living room is to show off the one and only Packard Bell that I was able to get in 2024. It was admittedly a pretty slow year for Packard Bell stuff, so hopefully 2025 we can pick things back up. Also notice that it is suddenly daytime now. It's almost as if I'm recording these scenes out of order and editing them together to make them seem seamless. What a time to be alive. So, yeah, this is the Legend 3550. I bought this 3550 back in March of this year, I think it was. And I've told the story back in 2010. I found a Packard Bell Legend 3550 at the thrift store for just $5. Something you can never do again, unfortunately. 14 years later. And at the time, it was the closest thing I had to the Packard Bell Legend 822 CDT that I had as a child. But unfortunately, I only got 2 months out of it because in January of 2011, it died. So, yeah, and then a couple of years later, I got the Legend 822 CDT, which these two are, might as well be twins, same motherboard, similar specs. And once I got the 822, I just wasn't really interested in finding another 3550. But then years later, I started kind of wanting one again just for old time's sake because I had a fun 2 months with the original. And so I found this one on eBay this past March, and I bought it. I retro brighted it and changed the power supply out because the original power supply died on me. And works fine. All right, let's power it up. I've nicknamed this Packard Bell the guest Packard Bell, with it being in the living room. And it actually has been used as a guest Packard Bell when Computer Kid 1416 was over here back in October. He used this before going to bed. Oh, I hear a CD in the drive. I hope it's the CD I'm thinking of that I lost last month. Please be it, please be it, please be it. Yes, it's a Christmas miracle. My original 3D Ultra Pinball CD. Found it. Been looking for that thing. Okay, we are booted up. I still need to get a mouse pad to use with this thing. Let's open up the traditional navigator.
Welcome from Packard Bell. We offer you two computing environments to choose from, Packard Bell's Navigator or Microsoft Windows. You may also begin by taking a quick lesson on using the mouse.
There you go, Packard Bell Navigator. Don't look good. Looks the same as it always has for the last 30-some years. Man, I need a mouse pad bad. Just a reminder of the specs. It's a Pentium 100 with originally 16 megs of RAM and a 1 gig hard drive. Upgraded it to 32 megs of RAM. I think it's 32. And a 2 gig CF card. And let's play a game that I got for Christmas in 1997. Spy Fox and Dry Cereal. Always a classic. Yeah. Let's register for a company that no longer exists.
Got milk? Not anymore. Everything is going just as I planned. Soon the entire world will be without dairy milk. No butter,
I know it's a children's game, but
no ice cream.
logistically, how would you be able to accomplish that
Nothing
worldwide?
City. Nothing can stop me now. Somewhere over the Mediterranean Sea.
Would you like our Italian entree, sir?
No thanks. It gives me hives.
I recently discovered there's a UK dub of this.
Nope.
It's not
Gives
as
me the
good.
vapors.
Then may I recommend the Greek plate? It's delicious.
All right, if you insist.
Enjoy.
It's disgusting.
It's good to see you, Agent Fox.
Ah, Monkey Penny. Now this is a real TV dinner.
Right. Yesterday, our spy operatives discovered the factories and offices of Amalgamated Moo Juice Incorporated abandoned and drained of milk. Soon, the entire world's remaining milk reserves will be depleted.
The idea of eating dry breakfast cereal is pretty hard to swallow.
Hey, I eat dry
Yes,
cereal.
yes. Here's the only clue we have.
Feta cheese. A low grade, too.
I don't like my
Spy
cereal to be
operatives took that
soggy.
picture in the office of Mr. Howard Hugh Heifer Utterly III.
President and CEO of Amalgamated Moo Juice Incorporated.
Exactly. We presume he has valuable information on the dairy crisis. The only available picture of him is hidden in your mashed potatoes. Finding Utterly is your top priority.
He shouldn't be hard to spot.
The feta cheese samples found in Utterly's office have been traced back to the island of Acidophilus. Your plane will be flying over the island any minute now. I've already set up the mobile command center where you'll rendezvous with me and later on with Quack. The entrance code is in your fortune cookie. Any questions?
No, I'm on my way.
Good. Monkey Penny, out.
I wish I hadn't left my parachute in my other tuxedo. Maybe one of my special spy gadgets will help me.
I wonder if it's possible to make him fall
I
forever.
wonder which one I should pick.
I'll go with the one the cursor's on.
I'm in no mood to tickle the ivories now. A bit weighty for me. So that's where I left my anvil.
It changes each time you play.
If you thought that was impressive, you should have seen the one that got away. So this is the sleepy little Greek island of Acidophilus. I seem to have arrived unfashionably early, since nothing seems to be open. I should meet up with Monkey Penny at the Mobile Command Center.
I gotta do it. I just gotta do it. Because it amuses me way too much.
Hey, wanna see my tattoo?
Ahoy, matey.
Your mother must be so proud.
It's always cracked me up.
Five 4023. How fortunate that Monkey Penny gave me this entrance code.
Hello, Spy Corps Mobile Command Center.
Penny, I've got your number. Now that's a person-to-person phone call.
Glad you could drop in, Spy Fox.
Hello, Monkey.
That's Monkey Penny. So what do you think of
How
Spy Corps'
offensive.
new Greek Island Mobile Command Center?
Impressive. Disguising it as a half-buried boat in the middle of the town square was a stroke of genius. Nobody would ever notice that.
That was Professor Quack's idea.
Where is Quack?
We'll skip around a little bit.
My spy watch is beeping. Spy Fox to Mobile Command Center.
Please stand by.
Spy Fox here.
Hi, Spy Fox. Remember, you can call me via your spy watch anytime for help and information. Just press the mobile command button.
Will do. Spy Fox, out.
I don't need help. I've been playing this for 27 years. Man, I gotta get a life. Oh, I didn't click the right click button. Apparently I did.
Here's where I keep my spy gadget. The laser toothbrush makes impervious steel doors pervious.
Can you use that word in a children's game?
Now that's a big side of beef. No buts about it. That's Mr. Utterly, all right. And he's dangling over a pool
If my
of
camera
piranha.
falls,
Now the
it's because
question
there's a
is,
cat rubbing
how
up
am I
against the
going to get his
tripod.
rump roast down from there? This must be the temperature control for this pool of piranhas. Kind of an odd fixture for a feta cheese factory. The piranha pool seems to be getting colder. The little beasties seem to be slowing down. Fish on ice. That should hold them. Now for Mr. Utterly.
You saved me! Thank you, Mr.
Fox. Spy, Fox. Routine rescue, really. Now I need to get you to our Mobile Command Center for a debriefing.
Good. I need to change my pants. You've got to stop him, Mr.
Oh yeah, you
Fox.
gotta love the
All right,
Don
just
Knotts
calm
impression
down,
here.
Mr. Utterly. Why don't you start from the beginning and tell us what happened?
Well, it all started as a typical day at the office. When you're as important as I am, you're constantly fielding international cattle calls and reviewing grazing reports. Yep, you have to stay pretty sharp in the dairy biz. So, when William the Kid Sons made their appearance, I immediately snapped into action. There were dozens of them. I fought them hoof and nail. Pow, 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 I did. My whole body's a weapon. Then suddenly, I smelled something revolting.
Here it comes. Say the line.
Feta cheese! The stink was so overwhelming that I nearly passed out.
Yeah, we all remember the episode of the Andy Griffith Show where Barney Fife was covered in feta cheese. It's a classic.
Dark bag. They whisked me away to Kid Secret Island Fortress. It was just so humiliating, being bagged up like a piece of beef.
But were you able to learn anything about what William the Kid is up to?
Well, thanks to a little bovine ingenuity on my part, I picked a few things up.
And we'll never know what they are. My apologies to Mr. Utterly. Well, that's about all there is to show on the 3550. I did a more detailed video about it during Packvember. And I also did a really detailed video about restoring it back in March, if you want to check that out as well. So, on to the next one. Okay, now on to this one. This is the Gateway 2004 DX2-66V. This is my Capture 486 computer. Has a Intel DX2 66486, clocked at 66 megahertz, of course. And this was another computer I got from Tennessee this year from that haul. It was originally in a desktop case, but in this case, this tower case originally had a Pentium 60 board, but I switched the boards between the two because I just wanted to have a 486 tower, and thankfully these little model number stickers are easily interchangeable. And you can also see that it has been wood grained. That's thanks to, well, I think that's pretty obvious. Intel inside, and it's part of the Asheville Computer Club. So let's fire this up and enjoy some old-fashioned 486 Christmas goodness. All right, let's power it up. Can't remember which is which. There we go. Been a while since I've turned this one on. It's a ATI Mach 32 Visa Local Bus video card. Putting into DOS 622. And this has a ESS audio drive sound card in here with the CD-ROM hooked up to it. Works fine that way. Right, let's do a little bit of Christmas doll scheming. Oop. Got to change the audio input. Play a little bit of Holiday Hair 94 edition. I'm going to try my best to do this without cheats. I don't know how well this will go. Yeah, this is a really good little doll system. People have always made fun of the way I say dolls for some reason. I mean, what can I do? I'm from the South. Oh, why did I let him do that? Oh, that's right, because my lip itched and I had to scratch it. Oh yeah. I gotta tell you, for 1994 for a PC game, these 3D graphics for this bonus stage look really good. And on this KVM setup, I have a good old-fashioned IBM Model M, which for some reason just goes well with an old-fashioned Gateway 2000. Just need one more. Alright, back at the DOS prompt. Let's check out Windows. Windows for Workgroups 3.11, first OS I ever used. Gosh, next year it'll be 30 years since I first used this. It's unreal. Give it time. It's a 486. See, I've got quite a bit installed on here, actually. Oh, what should we show off on here? Oh, I got Word 6.0 on here. Okay, let's set the color to something Christmassy. I forgot to mention this is from 1994, early 1994 actually. Okay. Let's try out a game from my childhood that I don't show enough on this channel, The Playroom. I played it a few times as a kid. I can tell from my childhood games how much I played it by how many scratches are on the bottom. Neat little trick there. Oh, another thing I like about this 486 has a 1.2 meg 5¼ inch floppy drive. So for that Tandy 1000SX we saw earlier, this can come in quite handy for making disk for it. Of course, they have to be 360K disc for the Tandy to work. Don't think we have it installed, so... I think that's the first time in human history Test Song 3 has actually sounded correct. They all sound the same. Okay. This is a Brudderbun title, as you can see.
Hiya, my name's Pepper. Hi, I'm Ginger. All right, let's go. Hi.
Hi. How you doing? My favorite part of this game.
Walk time.
Now let's control the space-time continuum. Welcome to the country. Such a classic. I love that.
See you later.
We're not going anywhere.
T. Teddy bear.
Why are they so enthusiastic about a teddy bear?
T. Teddy bear. B. Baby.
Wait a minute.
B. Baby.
Oh, okay. That first time the baby barked, and I don't think babies bark. And they shouldn't make that noise when you pick them up.
Y. Yo-yo.
Yo-yo. Ma?
X. Exit.
They cheaped out on that one.
Z. Zebra. Whoa. Come on, let's go play in the playground. Come on, everyone. Let's go play in the playground. Everybody's gonna have fun.
I think he's having too much fun. Calm down, man. It's just a children's game. Thank you. You're creeping me out. Playroom CD-ROM is based on the award-winning original version of the Playroom, which I believe was a 1989 MS-DOS game. We've enjoyed making it a lively place to learn and play and hope your child likes playing in the Playroom. We'll see. Alright, let's do a MIDI test on here. Just so we can hear how the ESS audio drive interprets Canyon. Alright, that's about all there is to show of the Gateway 486. I still have my desktop version of the Gateway 486 on the other side of the room. It's still running fine. I got that last year. Alright. Okay, now this computer was a pretty big project this past summer. This is my custom-built Pentium 4 system, which is dual booted to run both Windows 98 SE and Windows XP. Has a 2.8 gigahertz Pentium 4, could not find the hyper-threaded version of that. I did put a hyper-threaded CPU in here, but it was clocked at like 1.8 gigahertz. I did not care for that, so I found a 2.8 gigahertz Pentium 4, assuming that was hyper-threaded. Didn't work. Well, it works, just not the hyper-threading part. So, yeah. So, we have a DVD-RW drive, Zip 100 drive. Have that there just mainly for the aesthetic. Got a nice CompUSA sticker. Floppy drive. An enormous power button that causes this computer to turn on by mistake a lot of times. And some Geekenspiel flare. Alright. Alright, let's fire it up. There we go. And I got a Cronus OS selector in here. I've got a 120 gig SSD in here. First we'll show Windows 98. This is kind of where I do all my main Windows 98 tomfoolery now. Okay, it always picks up the USB 2.0 controller, and if I let it install it, the computer or the OS will not boot again, so we just have to skip it. Yeah, I think that's right. I can't remember which audio source this is on. Well, this is kind of annoying. Okay, finally figured it out. I had it connected the wrong port on the sound card. And so on here we have a gig of RAM, actually. I forgot we had that. A really nice video card for its time. A Radeon 9800 Pro. Intel network connection, and for sound I'm using a Yamaha DSXG, which has excellent ad-lib emulation in DOS games. That is a huge selling point for me, and it's PCI. It makes it even better. Like for instance, here's my benchmark, Skyroad's Christmas. Music sounds perfect. I'm a big stickler for proper sounding DOS. This is why you won't find me using any Ensoniq Soundscape sound cards if I can help it. The Destination being an exception because it's weird. So this is a great all-around vintage computer that can play just about anything from the early 90s, like this game, into the Windows XP era. So if you can find you a Pentium 4 system like this, I highly recommend it. Alright. let's move on to something more interesting. Let's move on to Windows XP on the same computer. Like I said, I wish I could get hyper-threading to work on this computer, but Pentium 4s are very weird. Let's just leave it at that. Of course, having an SSD on here does give it a little bit of a speed boost. Oh, I forgot when Computer Kid 1416 was over here in October, he was messing with some of the appearance settings. Is this the XP embedded theme? Let's change it to this. Because, hey, I like my Fisher-Price theme. And this is what I use to scale wallpaper properly. There we go. Alrighty. Don't have as many games on here, just because I do most of my gaming on Windows 9X, and XP is more of a tinker toy, I guess. I do have a lot of nostalgia for XP, though. I was a teenager when it was new. Now, for some reason, Legacy Update, because I have a Legacy Update thing installed on here, it causes the SVC host task to just completely slam the CPU. And I find that very annoying. Like right now, it's just... the computer's dead to the world, actually. What happened? This is more of a Windows 9X error. I hope I don't have to reinstall XP on here. That's going to be a pain in the butt with the dual boot situation I've got going. Okay, computer's not completely dead. Yeah, I have the suspicion it's the SVC host running in the background that's killing this thing. It is desperate for Windows updates. That's the problem. Okay. Running okay right now. Now this is something that Computer Kid 1416 put on here back in October, something I've never heard of before until he came over, and that's something called Neverball. And there goes the SVC host slamming the... well, or maybe not. Yep, there it is. Don't cook this poor CPU. Yeah, this is a bowling game.
Select.
Or no, it's not a bowling game, it's a golf game. Move the mouse to tilt the floor, collect 10 coins to unlock the goal. Kind of like Monkey
Ready?
Ball in a way, I guess.
Set. Go.
Apparently this is from sometime in the 2000s. I must have missed out on this one when it was new. Come on.
Ready, set, go.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of like a maze at times, I guess. Oh,
Ready,
now we have to get all the coins.
go.
In under a minute. Or at least we gotta get 50. If you bring me 50 coins, I'll give you a Pizza Planet token. Flying Scotsman reference there. Alright, now we can go to the end, I guess.
Ready, set, go.
Okay. There we go. 100 coins.
Ready,
Oh.
set,
What on
Go.
earth is this? This may be where we start to fall apart at. Oh.
ready, set, go.
Okay, can we get out of here? Wait, why did I go that way? Oh, those pegs are driving me crazy. There we go.
Select.
Okay, I think that's enough. There we go. Why did we switch to the classic theme? No one asked you to do that, computer. And I would also kind of like to show off how MIDI sounds on here. good one here. Sounds like Mannheim Steamroller. Curious if this is using the right MIDI scheme. Yep, it is. I don't know, I had this weird suspicion that we were about to get copyright struck. Okay, CPU still at a decent speed. Alright, let's move on to the next one. And you can always go back to my video from July of building this thing and pulling my hair out at the same time trying to get it to work. Anyway, on to the next computer. Okay, the next two computers are going to be gateways, so just brace yourselves. This has been a good year for Gateway 2000s in this collection, and let's just admit it. But this is the Gateway 2000 P5166XL. This was built in February of 1996. And this has, as you can imagine, a Pentium 166. This is a single voltage socket 7, so no MMX for us today. And it's a very tall boy, as you can see. I think I did a video about it back in July. I put the Creative Multimedia Upgrade Kit in here that LGR gave me, hence the Creative 24-speed CD drive. And some Geek and Spiel flair on the right. And this is my main streaming Windows 95 computer. And it does a really good job. It's got a Sound Blaster AUS64 in it. And a S3 Verge video card, which I added. Let's fire this one up. I think this is input 2. Cool thing about this computer is that you can perfectly emulate it in 86 box. This motherboard is available on there, along with all the other hardware like the S3 video card and the AUS64, so you can flawlessly emulate this P5166XL, which is kind of cool. Okay, this must be a fairly fresh install. Did I ever get around? Yep, I did install stuff on here, so that's good. For our device manager, got 48 megs of RAM in here. I think it was originally 16. S3 and AUS64, all its goodies. One of my favorite sound cards. Can be quirky at times, but when it works well and sounds really good. Alright, let's try one of my favorite games in the whole world, Earthworm Jim. I remember playing this on Christmas Eve of 1996 before going to church that day for our Christmas Eve love feast.
Groovy!
Don't ask me how I can remember that. Alright, this seems to be working okay. I just wish I had a joystick hooked up to this computer. So it makes Earthworm Jim a bit easier.
Cheater.
Turn invincibility on just so we can get through this. Gotta remember the keyboard controls.
Ow!
Bad dog. Oh, I just wasted those. Again, I'm just more used to playing this with a joystick. The joystick you see on the right is currently hooked up to the Pentium 4 system. A lot of fond memories playing this with my dad. This was one of his favorite games as well. Along with the underrated Firefight. That sequel never came, unfortunately. Now, they did make a sequel for Earthworm Jim, but it never made it to Windows. I think there was a very strange DOS port of it, but I never could get it to work right. The sequel I did play, though, a little bit as a child on my Sega Saturn. If you were buying a computer in February of 1996, this computer would have been a dream come true. And this is also one of the earliest computers I've known of to have ACPI support. So it can shut down automatically. Which was a pretty big deal for early 1996. I mean, most Packard Bells in 1997 still had manual switches. So Gateway was a little bit ahead of the curve on this. There we go. More suitable weapon. By the way, if you're wondering where the sound effect on my Christmas intro comes from, there it was. Ow!
Look, they're meatballs.
These anti-asteroid levels, you just can't cheat through these. Oh yeah, and on S3 video cards, at least in the 256 color mode, the graphics can glitch a little bit on the anti-asteroid levels. Like it'll freeze every now and then. It's not too bad today, it looks like.
Ruby! Ruby! Whoa, whoa, Nelly! Ruby! I win!
Let's play something a little bit Christmassy on here. Just got to install it first. I don't know what that was. This is Jazz Jackrabbit 2 Holiday Hair 98. Which 94 and 95, I have to admit, were better. But this still has a certain charm to it. All right. Let's play some Holiday Hair 98. So many splash screens. Snow bunnies. Season's greetings from Epic Mega Games, Orange Games, and Gathering of Developers. So yeah, it plays really well on this computer. Even though this isn't an MMX, still plays games quite well. If you were wanting to put an MMX in here, you would have to get an MMX overdrive chip. I do have one, but it is, I believe it's currently in my corner Packard Bell, and I kind of want to keep it there. So maybe someday I'll find me another one to put in this one. Because this is a really nice computer that I would like to give the best I can to. There we go. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Kind of sounds like a song you'd hear at a department store in the 80s. I wouldn't know. I wasn't around then. Don't judge me. Well, I was around just for a month. I was a month old when the 80s ended. Oh yeah, this is the part that I hate. You have to master this part. At least there's no time limit. This happens to me every year. I get stuck here. This will make a madman out of me. I don't see how anyone can possibly do this. Okay, I kind of gave up on trying to get past those springs. But I would like to show off how MIDI sounds on here. Or maybe not. Oh, I do. I have Christmas songs on here. And one more. One of my favorite Christmas carols of all time. Gotta love the AW64, or AWE64, however you want to pronounce it. I don't care. So that's the Gateway 2000 P5 166XL. Love this computer. And now to show off the ACPI functionality. Okay, the final computer we're going to look at this Christmas is the Gateway Solo 2500, probably my favorite laptop find of the year. I got this back in May of this year, Memorial Day actually. I had to drive all the way up to the mountains of Virginia to pick it up. But hey, it was worth it. I've been needing a Gateway laptop to add to my collection, and finally here it is. Although, admittedly, not in the best of physical condition. Like, there's a huge crack right there. But hey, it's better than not having one at all, and it works. So, it's got a Pentium 1 233 MMX CPU. I forget how much RAM is in it, and I think it's got a either an SD card or a CF card in it. I think maybe 8 gigs. And it's running Windows 98. And we did find the restore CD for this laptop back in October, so we were able to get that restored to the factory image. So I gotta remember where the power switch is. Oh. Unfortunately, the battery does not hold a charge anymore. No real surprise there, I guess. And it's been a while since I turned it on, so the battery is dead, the CMOS battery. Okay, I stand corrected. This is a 200 megahertz MMX. Okay, we're suddenly in 1988. Time is currently 3:32. 15. 32. And it is December 23rd. Oh my gosh, he's not actually filming this on Christmas Day. 2024. Oh, did I steal the drive out of this? I am so bad about taking CF card adapters and SD card adapters out of laptops and just forgetting about them. Oh well. Why did the BIOS say I didn't have a SD card? I wonder. Weird. Very loud PCMCI startup sound. That would be the network card. This is the first time I've had this mouse hooked up. For some reason, the touchpad driver acts very weird with PS2 external mice, so I'm having to have this one hooked up to the laptop's one and only USB port. Okay. And apparently I haven't turned this on since daylight savings time ended. Not the best speakers, but this is a cheap 90s laptop. Can't expect much out of it. It's trying to charge a battery, but it ain't going to. I probably ought to take it out, actually. And there's our Gateway logo, support info. All our drivers are accounted for. We have a Neomagic Magic Graph 128 XD. This video card is a video card. Pushes pixels to the screen. In other words, it can't do 3D worth of crap. It's our network card. And Neomagic sound. Takes a little bit of tinkering to get it to work properly with DOS. but once you get it where it needs to be, it's fine. It looks like I installed some stuff on here. This is a game I haven't played in a while. Incredible Machine 3.0. One of my all-time favorite childhood computer games. One of the best soundtracks, too. Oh yeah, this has a very unhealthy CD drive. Most of the time it works, but sometimes it can just conk out on you. Oh, I thought I had installed it. Ugh. And good luck finding a replacement drive. Oh no, don't crap out on me, drive. Not when I need you most. It's Christmas, come on. Oh, man. This ain't gonna work, is it? I always forget the CD drive on this computer is almost shot until I use it again. Maybe I should cancel this because I've had this CD since 1996 and I'd like to keep it in good condition. Oh, great, I think it froze the computer up. That's nice. That's very nice. If anyone can point me in the direction of a replacement CD drive for this computer, please do. I think that might be a necessity now for this. Control, Alt, Delete. It is not a happy computer right now. Why is it still trying to install? Well, we broke Windows. Kind of. I guess we will play The Incredible Machine another day. All right, let's try something else. Let's make a Christmas picture with Kid Pix. The 1996 version. Hopefully this CD will work. Yeah, I think the computer froze. This is not a good CD drive. This CD drive can be deadly to this computer. See it? It froze again! It keeps trying to read it. And when I first got this computer earlier this year, it wasn't the CD drive wasn't perfect. It still made this noise, but it still worked most of the time. But it seems like since the last time I've used it, it's gotten even worse. Now it's easy to if this were a desktop, that's the sound of a computer dying. If this were a desktop, I could just easily swap the drive out, but with this being a laptop and everything being proprietary, yeah. Oh, that poor drive. Ow, my ear. Okay, rebooted. Can we get some life out of this? Can you at least acknowledge there's a CD in there without freezing? I guess not. Yeah, I might be putting this computer away for a while. I love this computer. I really do. But without a working CD drive, it's kind of unusable. Especially since so much stuff back then required CDs. There's gotta be something we can do with this laptop today. Let me find something else. Okay, I think I've got some stuff on secondary partition on this drive. So maybe we can play something or other. Maybe 3D Ultra Pinball. Won't need the CD for this. Oh. Apparently it's already installed. Yeah.
Phew! Sierra!
Do the mine level for a change.
Mine table active. To start bonus scoring, hit all elevators once. Good luck.
You know, I did do a search for MS-DOS Christmas-related pinball games. Couldn't really find anything. I'm surprised they never made any. So I think I got another vintage computer goal for 2025. Get a new CD drive for this laptop.
It shed activate track layer.
Okay, can we get the gems? I think we may have gotten most of them. Oh, cheap shot.
Ore ready for transport to surface. Strike ore hopper now.
Whoa. What's that thing? We'll never know. Not too bad, I guess. At least we're able to place something on here. Alright, that's the Gateway Solo 2500. Again, if anyone knows where I can find a replacement CD drive for this laptop, please let me know. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this year's Christmas video. I gotta be honest with you, this has been kind of a rough Christmas for me. I mentioned in last year's video that in Christmas of 2022, my mom passed away. And I was so afraid that last year was going to be rough, and it wound up being a pretty decent Christmas, but this year the grief has been very real. Kind of out of nowhere. I thought that, hey, if I was fine last year, then I'd be okay this year, but that's just the way grief goes. It's unpredictable. But like I said in last year's video, my mom and my dad, both of them unfortunately have passed away. I owe so much to them for giving me such a wonderful childhood that I've been able to share with you guys over the last many years of the Nostalgia Mall here on YouTube. I mean, if it wasn't for them, none of this would be here. My mom and dad always made sure that Christmas was very special to me. And in my first Nostalgia Mall Christmas video for this year, I went into detail about my favorite Christmas, which was 1994, which has been 30 years now. And I guess that's another thing that's kind of hurt this year, is my favorite Christmas was 30 years ago, and it just makes me miss them even more. But I am very thankful for my wife of 4 years now, who loves me way more than I deserve. She is so good to me, and I really do love you. I know you're watching this, and I do love you. And for the rest of you folks, thank you very much for making 2024 such a prosperous year for the Nostalgia Mall. We've added a lot of vintage computers to the collection, and again, thanks to that huge haul that I got back in February of this year from Tennessee. That was just absolutely unreal. And I hope that 2025, that you'll stick around and continue to enjoy my videos. I'm not going anywhere. May take a break for a little bit in January just to recharge. Next video is, well, it's a tradition here on this channel. We got to do our annual New Year's Eve countdown with the Packard Bell Legend 822 CDT with audio of Chris Rogers from Rockin' Waves 11294 supplying the countdown. So that will be the next video, and that should be coming in the early morning hours of New Year's Day here on the East Coast of the United States. So again, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas to everyone watching, and I hope that it is a wonderful one and that it's a blessed one. And until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe and follow me on Facebook and X. You may also support me on Patreon if you'd like. Until next time, this is Billy Core wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.